Hi everybody, I hope your week is starting off well. I've got a little bit of an update uh, to talk about. Actually, have managed to wake up my wife a little bit more. And it's actually kind of a blessing. Um, After watching several videos made by other folks out there, um, I really see how blessed I am in not having to really engage in a lot of um, negativity with waking people up. I know a lot of folks out there have suffered greatly because of shunning and because of mistreatment from their friends and family after waking up and trying to share the truth about the truth with them. And I've slowly been spoon feeding the truth about the truth to my wife over a couple of years now. And I think probably the big kicker that really set her off was I showed her a video that somebody put up about a talk given by uh, Locutus Hurd from the governing body of the board, talking about women in a very, very denigrating and down-putting way. And man, she went on a tear with it. She was just so pissed off that these are the people that are supposedly going to be ruling with Christ, and they think so little of women. You know, my wife's a sharp lady. She used to work as an RN, not an RN, a licensed vocational nurse. Um, Smarter than a lot of the doctors that she was supporting at the hospital. You know, when she was living in San Jose at the county hospital there. Um, she's related to me several occasions where a doctor just out of just blindly just guessing something or just not looking at the chart was going to administer something that could have killed a patient, and she was able to be strong enough and willful enough to bring it to the doctor's attention and put his feet to the fire and uh, let him know, you almost killed this person, you big dumbass, type of thing. And so I was fortunate to be able to get married to such a lady, you know and I have always been grateful to God that I found a woman who was strong enough and vocal enough to keep me from hurting myself with my own machinations and my own ideas and stupidity. I am by far, you know, not a perfect person. And there have been some times when I thought a certain course of action would have been the way to go, and when I talked to her, where she approached me and said, "This is dumbassery and douchebaggery, and you are being a fool." And if I were another kind of person, I may have just dismissed her as, "Oh, this stupid woman." you know, what do you know? But I'm not that person, but I know a lot of people are. And she pulled my butt out of the fire more than a couple of times, and I'm grateful for her and for the Watchtower Society to espouse these uh, degrading and misogynistic views of women is just it's horrifying to me that this goes on. Well, anyway, I think that may have been the straw that broke the camel's back when I showed her that video of that fool speaking of women the way he did. Uh, because she told me that she was talking with a neighbor the other day, and the subject of religion came up, and she asked my wife what church she went to, and she said, "Well, I used to be one of Jehovah's Witnesses, but I'm not anymore." And she told me that she told her she's actually embarrassed to say that she was, because of the things that she's finding out is going on now. And I don't know where we're going to be going with this from there, but at least it looks like she's pretty much awake and not receptive to any of their BS. And I told her, I said, "Well, you have to be careful what you say, especially around your family, because you know how rabid they are. They might start to shun you. And she said, they're not here anyway. She said, you're here. You're the one that's been here. She goes, I haven't seen most of them in over a year. And she goes, well, if they don't like what I think about their religion, they can go eat big fistfuls of dog crap, And I said, well, it's a lot easier said than done, It may get harder than you think. So for the time being, I think I'm still going to mask my identity behind the ceiling there, and before I become more vocal and actually put my face out there. But God help us if she starts making videos, man. I mean, she has got a wealth of information, and she's very, very vocal. She does not mince words, and she just calls it like she sees it. So I just wanted to update you all on that. Looks like my lovely wife has finally woken up and is not opposing me. And so I feel blessed, and I hope that it goes for the rest of you guys out there that are trying to wake up a spouse, you ladies, you gentlemen out there that are trying to wake up your spouse. I don't know if it's going to be the same situation in your house as it was here, but I found that spoon feeding little bits of it at a time actually did more good in the long run than just dumping it all on a plate in front of her. So I hope that those of you that are struggling with it, that you end up in my boat, stress-free with it, and have an easy go with it, that you don't lose your spouse. And I do wish to speak the Lord's shalom over all of you, and peace and love in Jesus' name, and we'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.